guys, Tower Glamour here, and like I always start these streams, I'm really hoping you can hear me. I am, yeah, this is like a recurring thing if you can't tell. I really hope that I'm able to be heard, uh, in real life and in the streams. Just kidding. No, but whoa, I do need to check the volume. Also, I don't think, well, it's that we're not using the reaction thing, obviously, because we're not reacting to anything. We're gonna use the normal one, but I don't think in the normal one since, um, well, I used to use the normal one to just record my audios. I don't have any background music on that one, like the audio for videos. Um, Now I have another one since I started using that one for like trying to set up some the anime reaction ones, which I'm still having trouble with, but I'll so yeah, I don't know. It sounds a little low, but I don't know if it's just my headphones or not, because I have like two sets of headphones that I use in one ear just because I I get paranoid about not hearing people around me or things around me. So I always use like one. And but the thing is that one of them is obviously lower than the other. So I don't know if I'm just using the lower one or what. Um, but it sounds a little low. But I should be fine. I think I had it like this before. Um, Also gonna step back a little bit from it. Maybe a little more. Maybe like just five. That should be fine. I have the YouTube chat pulled up, so if anyone wants to ask anything or just talk, I'll be here. Um, but yeah, today we're gonna do a stream that I should have done a while ago, but I just didn't get around to it. And that is the we're finally finishing the tier list. A bunch of stuff came up, and still stuff still is coming up. I need to I need to do a lot of stuff. I'm working on the next video project, which I thought was going to be longer than it was. I'm just going to say what it is because, you know, why keep it a secret? My next video project is Tower God Explain video, and it will be explaining all of Bomb's main powers. Not like every single skill because that's like a 2 hour video in and of itself, but like every main power that Bomb has gotten throughout the series, that signifies like growth or something. I'm going to be talking about that, and that's a video I was excited to do, and I thought it was gonna be like a 50-minute video or something explaining it, but I was just like, when I did it, it was like 25 minutes, and then cutting it down, it was like 15 minutes. It wasn't that long. Um, which I'm glad. It's still good. It's just because it's short, it doesn't mean it's like less quality. Uh, but I'm glad it wasn't that long, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna yeah. That's all I really needed to say about that. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So let's go to the video to the actual tier list now, since I'm pretty sure that was everything that I needed to take care of like before we started. And this video is probably gonna be longer than the live stream, uh, live reaction videos. Since um, yeah, these are always longer. These tier list videos are always longer, so I should just get started straight away. And just talk about anything else that comes to my mind while I do this. But yeah, yeah. Do I got Oh no, I think I do have. Never mind. I do have music on this one, although I don't know how. I know it is a little. I don't know if it's different. I forgot that I had. already the music prepared on this one because of the live, because of my reactions of the Tower God anime. I forgot I did that already, so we're good. Got it. Yeah, no, it sounds fine. If you guys think my audio sounds like weird, or like the music sounds slow or loud, or whichever way, just tell me, and then I have, like I said before, I have chat pulled up right here, so I'll be able to see it. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm going to do like a little. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm gonna go through the. If you're new to this and this is your first tier list video, by the way, this is the first. This is the last one, basically. I'm going to be finishing this today, and every single. How do you say? I forgot what I was just about to say. Oh yeah. I made 3 other ones of this because this tier list is gigantic, right? I'm just gonna do like a quick scroll. This is all the ones we've already done. We basically have done all the family members, and we also have done all of Fug and all of Jihad's army, basically. And from this is what this tier list is right now. Jihad's army, the 10 great family members, all of them, and Fug, basically. That's everything we've gotten so far. And some other random ones that were obvious, like Pentaminum. Pentaminum is just in the Axis tier. He's the only Axis in the story, so he's gonna be alone in this tier, like a lonely boy, and he's just gonna be reigning above everyone else. So yeah. So yeah, let's get started. And now we're just gonna do the entire rest of this. Honestly, most of these are what's it called? I know there are some Tower of God characters, but most of these are Tower and God's characters from Dr. Bonehead's D&D campaign. So if I'm gonna try to explain them a little bit more than the characters we probably should be more familiar with. And there's some lore characters also here that I'm very interested to talk about. Yeah, basically that's it. Let's get this started. Okay, so the first one we're actually starting off with. Actually, should I do that? Because I just saw something. Because if you guys didn't know, I explained this in my last tier list videos. There are some images that my friends, because I made this tier list before I even made my channel, for both me and my friends that watch the Red Tower God. And basically this basically they sent me some images that they wanted me to put into the tier list, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll put them in. I had no idea what the characters were. I had no idea whatever, because I didn't read ahead. They did. But now I think that we have gotten to a point where I know where these characters are, because we actually have gotten them in the webtoon version, so we'll be able to scale them actually. So I'm trying to see, because I put them in not enough info before, and to be honest, well, actually, I think I don't know why he's here. He should be right. He should be there, I think. Yeah, I think that was just a misclick, or something. Yeah, let's grab this and her. Although, let's keep Hamizu in not enough info, because we know she's an anima. We know she's a companion of the 13 warriors. We have no feats, or like, we have no benchmark for her strength. So I'm just gonna keep her there. Not enough info. I can't really come up with a argument for where she would go on this list. She could go extremely high, or she could be like not like just a basic ranker. We don't know. I from from what I think of her, I think she may be like she's probably definitely in somewhere in the high rankers. But other than that, man, I don't know where. We just see the super big crane that she has, and that she's kind of like confident around Lustlek and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, nothing really much. So we're not gonna rank her. But Lustlek, young Lustlek, that I didn't rank before because I didn't even know who this character was. Um, well, we'll be able to rank him now because we've seen enough, I think, from him to rank him. And where do I think he actually scales before we get into everyone else? So the only person he has fought, well, he's kind of not really fought two people. He's kind of fought only one person that we have seen. This is young Marshall Lustlek from the flashback of Traumarai, right? He fought a family head in Aryehan, the strongest of them, from what we know. All right, from what SAU has told us, he is the strongest family head. He did get wrecked by Lustlek, but to be fair, everyone else also would get wrecked by Lustlek, and he did. So, in comparison, he did a pretty good job, in my opinion. So I can't put him in Family Head Equals, which is where he currently is, like his current day version, because basically this tier is like if the family head needs to get involved with you, basically. Which I think, because we know that SAU has said that Lustlek is that. Lustlek, it's tricky to put him. I would probably, and I probably put it. I probably wouldn't put him in the strongest among the families, which is like the Robodon, the Dumas, and like the Hot Twins, the Kuranyama, stuff like that. Like the second hands of the families, I probably wouldn't put him there because we haven't seen him go all out. I'm probably like fully, but at the same time, these characters can probably like hang with a family head for longer periods of time than other people. Like Dumas, like when he went up against Traumarai, he still like lost his arms, but he went up against him pretty well, in my opinion. And we know that this is Arye Hagafarian Jihad. We know that she was the only one who passed Aryehon's test of basically, which his test is basically surviving against him for 5 minutes. So that should just be a better feat than what Lustlek did, which he fought against Aryehon for a little bit, then got tossed to the side. I would still say that he's pretty strong. So here's the thing, is that I think that this Lustlek, okay, here's my argument, basically, of where he would go. I think he goes in the Squadron Commander tier, because I don't believe that any of the tiers below could do what he did against the squad, like a family head. Right. I think he goes it's weird. It's weird placements. I think he could do probably a bit better against Perdity, because all we've seen from him is like his knife skills and his like knife stuff when he fought against and he's very skilled in that. He was able to clash again with Aryehon for a bit, for like one panel basically. But still impressive. Whereas these people, like, where Perdity got, like, incinerated by Gustang, like, in 2 seconds, basically. So did Perseus and everyone else, basically. They got incinerated by them in, like, 2 seconds by a family head. That it shouldn't matter if it's, like, current day family heads, because we know that Aryahan is just the strongest, so I don't think that matters too much. I would say Yama. I feel like Yama and Evankel and like these people, like getting more into like the rulers. They are. They can like hang for with a little bit longer than Westlake did, I think, against the family head. Like we've seen Yama, and these types of people like survive for a longer time against Traumarai than Westlake probably would have been able to. Again, Aryahan did not use his strongest sword. Aryahan did not go all out. Even Lusek said he needs to leave before Aryahan uses his full power or sneak in, right? So it was definitely not at full power. So I probably put him there. I think that's like in the like he's like the barrier between people that are fighting family heads, somewhat like surviving against family heads for a little bit of time, and the people that are just getting destroyed by the family heads, like Perdity and all that kind of stuff. Like they just got incinerated really fast. So that's where I probably rank him. Oh hey, how are you? Just saw that lead. Sorry, is that I was looking at something else on my phone, so I didn't see the chat pull up. So yeah, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, that was really the only character that I had that I was like thinking about like moving up, because we actually knew who he was. I didn't know who he was before. But yeah, let's actually start with the rest of the tier, because we have a few characters left to go. Let's start, and we're starting with Rack. Well, this will be fun. Season 1 Rack. He goes below Kun. Right below Kun. I think that's a fair placement. Yes, Rack did get stronger. Like I said in the HOTS versus Rack video, he did get stronger throughout the floor of test. And I honestly think it's a really good improvement that he showed from the start, where he was not the best spear bearer, but then he probably became the second best spear bearer behind Ghost, in my opinion. Which is why Ghost is still above him. But honestly, I don't think that closes the gap of Kun having the Manbar and Dina, which is the suitcase. It just slightly edges him above Rack, in my opinion. So yeah, Mini Rack from the workshop battle. He should probably go in E rank, probably above Arc Raptor from the workshop battle. Maybe that's a little weird, but since we don't have much from him, he only got like dismissed by some regulars that we didn't know anything about until he became like Big Rack. So yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I'm just gonna put him at the top of this tier until I see some other characters that can probably go above him, because I don't think he's getting into the top E rank as little Chibi Rack yet. The only argument that I can say is that he did punch Kun, who I do believe is top 10 E rank, through a wall, but they were in the middle of a conversation. I don't think that really counts. He was probably caught off guard. Yeah. So this is Big Rack though. Big Rack from the floor, which it's I didn't have a separate one for. So this just should be Mad Shocker Rock. Like when he got the Mad Shocker, when he's big, all that stuff. Basically the end of the thing. We know that he's weaker than Laro, because SIU actually has stated that Rack, if he got better control over Shinsu, that he would probably be a match for Lauro. So he's probably not at Lauro's level during the workshop battle, even with the Mad Shocker. If Lauro went full out, probably. But honestly, with the Mad Shocker, I'd say he beat Kun with the White Heavenly Mirror. The Mad Shocker just seems like a stronger weapon than the White Heavenly Mirror, although the White Heavenly Mirror can definitely seal Rack up. So it just kind of depends. And we do know Kun can teleport Rack spears, but it's like debatable for me. They're like interchangeable, whoever you want to put between. So I'm just gonna put Rack there. This is Mini Rack from the Name Hunt Station. This is very interesting because he fought Iniesta, but he definitely was not winning that fight. Iniesta basically had no scratches on him, while Rack had a bunch of scratches on him. Although he was using his instincts to definitely dodge and avoid a lot of fatal strikes from the Ari swordsmanship, which is very impressive. So honestly, it's weird. It's weird where I would place him, but he's definitely in D rank. But let me see, because I have to make this go faster a bit. I have other tier list pulled up that I've done before, although it's not like the same because I've changed my opinion. Obviously. So let's see. He's not at a Nox level, definitely not. He's not at Kun's level when he's Chibi, I think. So I just noticed that he's here. Why is he here? There you go. You just put him there. Yeah, basically there. I don't know why Boris was there. Anna could probably just dip him in a lot of the soul eating base thing that she had. I think Brack can beat up. It's weird. It's really weird. Is that I don't want to put him that low behind Iniesta, but because he was fighting him, like clashing with him and all that stuff, but at the same time he was not making any headway in that fight, in this form at least. So yeah, I'll just put him there. He can probably beat up like these characters with his feats and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, this is Big Rack though. This is basically season 2 Big Rack, before he learned his Shinsu quality. This one does go, in my opinion, above Kun, because he was able to give Iniesta definitely a tough fight, and this was a stronger Iniesta that had his ignition weapon. And he said that Rack, he made Iniesta bleed, be out of breath, and said that Rack was really strong and that he didn't even scream once during the fight. So honestly, that's pretty impressive. Does he go above Kaseya, like Data Kaseya that beat Kun very easily? I don't know. I don't think so, because he still lost that fight. But I don't know. I don't think he scales. I don't think he's like above a knock from the floor of death though. So yeah, I'll just put him there. I'll just put him there above Kun for now. I think that's fair. Him and Kun are very, very interchangeable throughout the series. So yeah, this is Shinsu quality Rack. So basically him when he learned his Shinsu quality. So let's it's a big boost, honestly. Yeah, he definitely went up a whole rank because of that, like in the tier list. Um he goes right, and he's gonna go right next to Kun with his ice. He probably it's weird. I'll put him there. I don't think I don't think that's too weird to say. The only reason Anok's not above them is because we have no feats for season 3 Anok. So I'm just putting them where they fought Data VO, which Data VO is like still a tier above them, but like they were able to trip him up and definitely defend against him. So they should like be at the top. They should be like at the top of that tier. This is Big Rack with the stones. So basically, just I don't think the being big changes the fact like his power with the stones. So I don't think that affects it that much. But he's bigger, and we know that that's like a boost for Rack. So I probably put him here next to the Sweet Fish Kun. Although I'll put the Sweet Fish Kun with the Sweet Fish above, just because of the versatility that the Sweet Fish allows. Like, you can revive people. That's pretty damn good. These racks, though, this is when Rack starts getting unbelievably strong because of his item. This is Rack when he got the Ancient Spear. This one is definitely going and can affect rankers because, you know, it ain't the Ancient Spear. It can definitely affect rankers. We know it can affect high rankers. But Rack can only like use it like once or twice a day, so that's why he's not going in like the ranker or like something like that tiers, because he can only use it like a little bit. So where does he go in this tier though? He goes because it can affect rankers, high rankers. It should probably be here. My phone almost fell. Yeah, because it can affect high rankers, it should probably go here. Kun's like latest ability, like the upgraded Sweet Fish, is strong and did affect, also affected high rankers, but it looked like it took a lot longer to set up than the Ancient Spear probably does. The Ancient Spear you can just Rack just throws it and then it affects high rankers and can kill them. But Kun's like spell that he used on Dumas, it seemed like it took a little bit of time of Bomb getting beat up and then he used it. So that's how I'm gonna rank it. This is just the same thing, Big Rack with the Ancient Spear when he used it against White. So just there above his little version. It's funny that both times Rack is yelling like this. So it looks funny when you put them next to each other. But okay, so this is Rack. This is Rack after he got the soul powers. And the thing about that's interesting, like it's very interesting. And I'll tell you why it's interesting. It could just definitely be their personalities and how like Rack works. Rack basically, so this Rack, you would assume that it's just like next to this Kun, which is this Kun as the one when he just got the souls 2 from White. You would assume it'd just be like that, right? But honestly, it's probably more like this. The reason it's like this is because we have seen a lot more feats from this Rack after he got the souls than Kun. Kun has stated but he can fly now because of the souls, but other than that, it's not. He probably got stronger, like passively stronger, right? But we don't know by how much of an extent. So at the best, I can just put him in A rank because the soul should still be a massive power up for him. But since we don't know, and he also said that he doesn't have ranker level like teleportation or tracking or something. He said that during the when they were trying to get the book. Uh, he shouldn't scale to Rack's feats with just the mad chakra alone, which is pretty intense, where he was able to like destroy a bunch of Holin's divine sea animals alongside Bomb, and block some attacks with his rocks as well. He was going in. He was pretty strong. Although that's the thing, is that he's pretty strong. The problem with that is that it's still a limited amount of feats. So I personally can't rank him like anywhere else. Like I can't put him above someone like Holin, because I don't know if like Holin would actually lose against Rack like after he got his souls. So he could definitely tango with the rankers now because of the souls, but I don't know how much so. And this Rack is at the top. I need to put Reflejo back because he wanted to come here. And I even forgot where Reflejo was. He should be there. There we go. Yeah, but this Rack is basically big Rack with the souls absorbed and using the ancient spear. He used it to kill that Kieran's lieutenant or something, which was basically like somebody who was above ranker level or something like that. So yeah, he although the thing is that he can still, Kun said he can only use the ancient spear still only once or twice a day. So again, he still should just can affect ranker tier. So yeah, basically that. Oh god, and this Rack is, I'm definitely gonna be able to scale him to a certain place in high ranker tier. And this is like Awakened Rack, the one we saw fight against Rashut, I think her name was, the branch leader. And so this one, well, this one's definitely going in high ranker, definitely above division commanders. He's going above a lot of the family branch leaders. Where he stopped, from his feats, he's probably not going in squadron commander. I don't think that he dominated them to the point. I don't think he dominated them to the point of like he's a whole tier above them. But where he stops in this tier is probably somewhere around. Yeah, like somewhere like there, like above. I would say above Bomb using Leviathan as a transformation. This is Bomb when he just got Leviathan and was using it like as an external transformation. This Bomb was able to like push back a lot of the attacks of Perdity and Perseus and stuff like that. But so I feel like they're pretty comparable in what they did. But I think this Rack should just be a little bit higher. And I think slightly everyone above him can beat him up. If they play their cards right. Although it still would be really difficult for them to win. He's definitely a wild card in this tier. He could definitely beat a lot of people above him. But I feel like if they play their cards right, yeah, they can just win against this Rack at a certain point, unless he keeps getting stronger, which we don't know, because he didn't really spend that much time, a couple chapters, right? If he kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger, then maybe he keeps going up. But from what we saw, all the feats we saw, he should just kind of be there, in my opinion. All right, now, God. Oh god, oh god. Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. We got to Rachel. We finally got to Rachel, guys. Yay. Okay, this is Rachel of the floor of tests. Rachel of the floor of tests is even below Bomb. Bomb had at least a weapon. We know Rachel has her lighthouses, but like, what is she gonna do with the lighthouse? Even though she's a talented lighthouse, a light bearer, like Bessie tied with Coon, all that kind of stuff. What are those lighthouses really going to do? She can't make a barrier yet. She can't do anything. She can only use the lighthouses as like reconnaissance, and that's basically it. Bomb should just, even the weakest version of Bomb should just beat her up with her like probably just. I mean, we even saw this Bomb pinning her down in the first chapter. It's He's definitely physically above her. So yeah. Okay, so this Rachel, Health Train Rachel. Got it. Health Train Rachel. That's a. Now she can use a. She's not in D rank. She is definitely not in D rank. Everyone in D rank is definitely above her. Everyone in E. Yeah, she's probably going. She's probably going just You're probably just going above Shia. Rachel can make can do something that Shia hasn't been shown to do, and that is, although maybe Shia is definitely probably physically stronger than Rachel. I don't doubt that even for a second, right? Rachel at this point can definitely make barriers, just like Shia, but she has an ability that Shia does not have, and that is an offensive lighthouse ability, which is like, she basically was able to, not compress is making smaller, decompress her lighthouse to such an extent that it became like really huge, and she tried to crush Kun with it. Kun was even impressed by this, but, yeah. She probably doesn't go above Apple. Apple blocked an attack from the. It's weird. It's weird. The thing is that I don't know the reason. You know what? No, I'm gonna make the decision to put her below Shia. The reason I do that, but I won't be putting her above Ronmei. Ronmei, her only feat is that her lighthouse got broken by Bomb. Literally nothing else. She has not shown anything, so I can't really put that. Like, there you go. Shia can probably, what she could probably do to win against Rachel, because Rachel seemed like very tired after she did that move. Rachel just drops the big block on Shia. Shia can just put her barrier up. Her barrier has been shown to withstand hits from Inieta's ignition weapon. So it's definitely should be able to handle her big lighthouse thing. And then she should just beat Rachel up physically. There you go. Boom. I can't say the same thing about the ones below, so I'm just gonna put her there. By the way, even if some people in the floor test tier can probably beat up some of these, I'm using the floor test as just like the floor of test, like what they were at that level. And then I'm going to, then even if somebody's in E rank, they could still go in D rank or something if they're strong enough, like stuff like that. But like floor test is just for the people actually starting their climb, right? So there's not going to be anyone. There's probably not going to be anyone else in this tier that that's not from the floor test. If you catch my drift. This Rachel, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. We can have a whole thing, but I'm not ranking this Rachel. This Rachel is the Stingray Rachel. Where did I even put her in my like beta testing of this tier list stuff? I don't even remember. I know I probably put it somewhere, but I can't remember where. I put her above. I put her above Yura. I don't remember why I put her above Yura. I think I put her above Yura because Bomb like smacked away Yura like effortlessly, and then Rachel brought out the stingray, and Bomb was a little wary of that. Bomb always seems to be a little bit wary about the stingray, so that's kind of why I put her there. Should I just do that? Gonna look really weird, but we know it protects Rachel. It's protected Rachel a bunch of times. It's like killed Big Shinwei for her. It looks really weird, but you know what? I'll just do that to put her somewhere. There you go. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. This is current Rachel. Current Rachel is the one with the artificial Jihad bracelet. So she can use Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. This Rachel is really weird to scale. Because she has not really done anything other than use Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. Even if it's not like to the full power of a Shinsu Black Hole Sphere, I probably... You know what? I'm just going to... You know what I'm going to do? Because it'd be weird to put her in the I don't know tier. I'm going to put her right... To save time, I'm going to put her right above her Stingray self. I probably think the artificial black hole sphere is probably a better utility thing than the Stingray is. I don't think that she could probably blast some of these guys, and it would definitely hurt. But saying that she wins just because of that is a little weird. Especially since she can use an attack, but her physical body's still like not to the level of obviously a 10 grade family member or something like that. So it should just be like that. Ooh, now we're getting into the Wolf Hike song, which is not that many. I said that like we're about to do like a big tier list, but it's not at all. So let's but we're definitely getting into interesting characters. This is Data Yurik. Data Yurik, this is corrupted Data Yurik. Because there's not a version of Data Yurik that wasn't corrupted, so we're just gonna have to use Data Yurik. Data Yurik is definitely next to, although he's below all of the, he should go there. He's probably below even as the corrupted Data, do I think he could probably beat up Data, Hunt's Trauma and Data Gusting? That's a little weird. They should have Shinzo Black Hole Sphere at this point in their time climb. That's weird. That's really weird. I'm just going to... We also know that Gusting has a library, and Trauma has Shinwei, although I don't know how much that's going to help them. I'm just going to slide him above them. Should I put him above Edwan, though? I don't think so. Edwan... It's weird, because Edwan, like, was hanging with Data Jihad, although Data Jihad was not using his Localicus and stuff like that, so... It's weird, although at the same time, Data Edwan was not using his strongest spear either, so I'll just do that because he is corrupted. He did say he can't hang with. He himself stated that he cannot beat Data Jihad as he is right now, so I'm just gonna do that. This is Yurik, pure 100% Yurik. This guy's a beast. Obviously, he's a beast. He is number 4 out the tower. And full power, somebody that is the only active person that could probably claim that they could have a chance against Jihad, right? So because of that, I'm just going to very easily put him above everyone else. Hopefully I don't lose him because there's a lot of characters now. There you go, strongest in the tower. I'm gonna put him right next to Jihad. I think Jihad is a wee bit stronger thanks to his Shinsu Black Hole Sphere and his various hacks that he has over Yurik. And experience and stuff like that. They're both definitely above Aryahan and everyone else. Boom. So there you go. Ooh, this one's interesting. This one's very interesting, and this is a Bakery Yoon. I had this was before I did the AI art for Bakery Yoon, so I didn't actually change it. I just found a picture of like an anime character in a big forest and titled it Bakery Yoon. So yeah, let's put him where he belongs, and where he belongs is, well, I need to put her down because she's definitely not supposed to be there. There we go. Bakery Yoon, we haven't seen much from him. We know that he's a more support type of person than like an offensive type, but at the same time, he's definitely shouldn't be weak in my opinion. I think it's a little weird where to scale him though. I think he's above somebody like Quadrado with his weapon. I'll put him there. I don't think he's, from what we've heard from him, the blog post, I don't think it matches up to a description of what we've heard from Lusleg and seen from current Lusleg. So I will put him below Lusleg. But we'll just put him right there. Yeah. Basically. Really want to see Bakery Yoon in action. One of the characters that I'm really looking forward to actually meeting. This is Jue or something like that. I'm gonna put him at, not enough info. We do not know this. He's kind of like Mazino's butler. I thought I heard somewhere that he was like supposed to be some type of guide, but for some reason, but I don't think that's like supported anywhere. I don't know if that's just something someone told me. I was like, I just believed it because I didn't really want to check. But he's definitely a ranker. But since we don't know where in ranker tier, can't really place him anywhere. This is Kurdan. Kurdan is pretty damn strong. He was basically able to one-shot Ren. So he's definitely above ranker tier. I wouldn't say he hasn't shown it. That's the only feat he has, so I wouldn't say he's high ranker tier. But he's probably an advanced ranker tier somewhere. Let's see where I placed him though. Because I know I placed him somewhere specific. Because he does he has good Shinsu resistance apparently, and also like they call it cutter or something, but I forgot the name of it actually. It's supposed to be like not Juan Salsa, like Dan Salsa, something like that. Either Juan or Dan Salsa, which basically allows him to like use his Shinsu in very like, how would it say, like destructive manner. I don't remember the exact wording of it, but it was very weird how it was explained though. So let me see where I placed him though. It should be an advanced ranker tier, but where in the advanced ranker did I place Kirk? Oh, it's right here. Well, cool. I placed him exactly where I placed him before. So yeah, I think that's fair. He does have a unique Shinsu type, so that kind of gives him an edge against these guys that we don't know if they do have that. So yeah. And again, he just like destroyed Ren like with no difficulty. This is Florites Liroro. He was said to be a very talented is said to be a very talented fisherman. So I'll put him. He's not from the Tengri families though, and he probably didn't have his Shinsu quality yet, which is lightning. So I'll put him. I'll put him there. Boris is from the Tengri family, so he should have a physical advantage, and we don't know anything else about this Lero. We just know that he's very skilled. So he may be more skilled than Boris, but Boris is from the Ari family. And Bomb is Bomb. He can use all that stuff. He's by the end of this floor test, he's pretty stacked. He can shoot bang, he can shoot a bang, and he can reverse your Shinsu, like to freeze you. So yeah. And this is Lero, like just Lero from ranker Lero. So he's definitely a very elite ranker, very strong ranker. He has the Shinsu quality, which is lightning. SIU stated that he was very comparable and equal to Ren, and then with his Shinsu quality, he would be above Ren. I do believe that even in this form, even with his Mouth of Despair, Lero can beat Ren. Barely. Again, it's like a 6 out of 10 victory, high diff, all that kind of stuff. I don't think he wins against Kun Hatchling though. I think in that fight, Kun Hatchling would have won, not only because he's from the families, but he also has the thing where he can hack a lighthouse. And that's probably why Lero didn't bring out his lighthouses. So, yeah. I've gotten into debates with people that say Ren would absolutely stomp, and I'm like, I don't know about that, and we don't even know all the crazy stuff he can do with his lighthouses, right? I made a Lero versus Ren video, which is not the best, but and I think it's like my least viewed on the channel. I mean, I was fine with the information I gave. It was just the video quality, because I didn't have this webcam, and also I didn't I didn't have anything like that I do now to record videos. I was just kind of winging it. So yeah. And in that video, I didn't even give Lero like crazy lighthouse abilities. I just gave him the basic bare bone, like basically Kun level lighthouse control skills. And that's still pretty goddamn impressive. Like, again, like you have teleportation, you have flow control, you have Shinsu boosting, you have weapon boost, all that kind of stuff he can do probably. I think it would, plus his Shinsu quality, I think it would just be too much for Ren. And again, his Mouth of Despair wouldn't work the same way it would on Lero Road than it worked in BAM, because the reason why it worked so fast with BAM was because BAM has basically infinite Shinsu, and it sucked it all very fast. I know that's going to be like probably the most contentious placement of my entire list, because some people get heated about that for some reason, which is not even like the most crazy matchup you can have. Quant, a very beloved character. I would say Quant. Man, the SIU loves to crap on Quant whenever he can. Let me put Lero back where he should be. There you go. He loves to crap on Quant whenever he possibly can. Like whenever he does in the blog post, he always says that Quant gave rankers a bad name. So like he decides to punish him a lot because he made people think rankers were weak when they really aren't. When I'm like, just like, damn, you don't have to go after him that hard. I think he's like I think Mio Love beats Quant. That would be a fun video. Quant versus Mule Love. We know Quant has a Shinsu quality. We know he's a flame user. We know that he can use Blackfish, which is basically a scout ability that lets you hide in the darkness, which is very cool. We know he can use reverse Shinsu control, but Mule Love can also do the same thing. Mule Love also has like the blue ore, which lets him fly around, all that kind of stuff, all the other pitcher and baseball stuff. I think it's a close fight, but Mule Love beats Quant, right? I think Quant beats somebody like Noma. Noma, we haven't seen anything from Noma. We just know he's a test administrator. So yeah, the most we've seen from Noma is from the Tower of God New World video game, legit, and I'm not using a video game to skill him. Ooh, okay. We got to the character that I put in the thumbnail, which is Enryu. Enryu is overpowered. Oh my goodness, I lost my mouse. There we go. Enryu is overpowered. He is very strong. Super like, it's almost comically how strong this guy is. Like, he's above Guardians. That's how strong he is. Something that we probably know that Yurik and Jihad aren't doing, right? I think SIU has even said that Jihad is not beating a Guardian. So again, he's not an Axis. So I just have to put him above the King and the Champion of the Tower. I'm just gonna put him right there. These are the only 3 people in this tier, by the way. The strongest in the tower. It should be Enryu, then Jihad, then Mazino, in my opinion. There you go. And then Pentaminoid reigns over them, no diffs them, negative diff, whatever you want to say. The only saving grace for Enryu is that you might say that the outside god that he serves is also an Axis. So, and he gave him that kind of power to and that's how Enryu is so godly strong and was able to beat an administrator, and why all his abilities are so overpowered, and why people, like, just looking at him gain abilities and see the future and all that kind of stuff. And he's able to create life. It's kind of like incredible stuff that he can do, right? Even if Gusting can also, like, create life, he's creating life in a very different way from Enryu. Enryu, when he created life, it's just a separate being and life form than the writing people that Gusting creates because of the writing and his Shinsu control. In my opinion, it seems like a very different procedure. Okay, but that's the only saving grace, is that the theory that Enryu has somewhat of an Axis' power, because he was granted power by the outside god, so he should be somewhat of an Axis, or at least have somewhat Axis powers. So he may be able to do something and may not get a complete negative diff by Pentaminum, but that's a theory. I'm not using that. That's like, I'll be weird. It'll be really weird to use that as a feat. So yeah. Oh, and also the reason why Hwaryun, Solo, and the other Red Witches are here is because I believe I do very heavily subscribe to the theory that the Red Witches from the Floor Death are the life forms that Enryu created, which makes a lot of sense because they can see the future. Enryu can give people the ability to see the future just by looking at him. They can, they have red hair, red eyes. SIU said there's somewhat a connection between Enryu and Hwaryun that will be later delved into the story and stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty blatant that they are the children of Enryu, somewhat like the life forms that he created from Shinsu. It just makes a lot of sense. This one, I forgot her name, but you should just go and not enough info. We don't know anything about you. We don't even know if you climbed the tower. Um, yeah, but this is just like Hua Yun's Red Witch friend from the floor of test. I mean, not floor of test, from the floor of death. I always say floor of test and death for some reason. Like, confuse them all the time. Alright. Hua Yun from the floor of test. Should be pretty strong. I think she's above. That's interesting. I think she's I think she's above. It's weird. It's a weird matchup between him and Hua Yun. Bomb. I mean, it's that the thing is that Bomb can't use reverse flow control and a Shinsu Bang at the same exact time. He has to use either one or the other. We know that because of the bullfight. So I think he can freeze Hua Yun, but he won't be able to attack her while freezing her. Basically, the anime kind of showed it that he kind of can, but he can't really do that in the manga. So yeah, she should go there. She fought Yuri, not Yuri. She fought Endorsi for a little bit. Endorsi was definitely playing around with her. And Hua Yun, quote unquote, won that fight because she's a guide and broke her heel, and used that as her advantage to leave the fight. Basically. This is Hua Yun from the workshop battle, or season 2, basically. She's pretty strong. She's probably an E rank. She was fighting Vespa, not in top 10 E rank. She was fighting Vespa pretty solidly. Do I think Vespa's above? Yeah, Vespa's above the people, like the rankers that, not the rankers, the regulars that pushed away Little Rack. So she should be relative to Vespa. Vespa's gonna be above her. But she probably beat Little Rack, I would say. She blocked the punch from Kun and made him bleed by just blocking the punch with her staff. This is basically current Hua Yun. We don't know anything about current Hua Yun, so I'm just gonna use this placement as like Hua Yun from like the basically from the what's it called? The Hell Train that went up against Angel and Yura. Yura and her are very equal in speed, and both of them have like a feat of like clashing with Kun. Yeah, I would say that. I think, yeah, it feels a little weird to put her above Novik, because you know Novik is like from the Hall family, and like these people are like from the families and stuff like that. But I don't think it's that odd. I don't think it's like super weird. I think she might be able to use like her guide abilities to like edge over a fight between him. If he, in like a best case scenario, it's probably a very difficult fight anyway for either of them. But yeah, I'm just gonna put her there, right below Yura, because Yura has her suitcase, so I would skill her still above Hua Yun because of that item that is pretty broken. This is Yuto. Yuto is an actual character, and Yuto, we know that is actually an actual character and also a Red Witch also. And Hua Yun basically used Yuto's fighting style to like perfectly or something to fight against Vespa. So like I'm just gonna put Yuto right behind Hua Yun. Hwaryun can basically copy her whole style and act as her. So Hwaryun should just be more skilled than Yuta, but Yuta still would somewhat have the feat of also going up against Vespa. It's weird, but I don't know. You could say that's not how that works, but just to put her somewhere. I don't think she's. I think that's fair. This is the last Red Witch. This is Soho. Soho is pretty impressive because she's a high ranker and a blue hole also. Alongside Kelhalam. So she's definitely going into high ranker tiers. Which is pretty interesting. Other than Evan, this is like the first guide we see that's like a high ranker. Of that we know of. We don't know if the other guides we have seen are high rankers. She was kind of like flexing on Sung Yu, but that's because of her ability that basically lets her be a really good matchup against Shinsu users. It's weird. It's weird where I place her. I think in my Fug ranking video, I placed her above. Yeah, I placed her above Gado and Kanzan. Where do I think she stops though? It should be somewhere. That's very weird. I don't think. I think she stops like somewhere here. Like, I'll just put the division commanders above her. Well, some of the division commanders like Fusio, stuff like that. Maybe Fusio couldn't beat her. It's weird, but I'll just put them above her for now. And if I think it's a little weird later, then I'll just change it around. I was gonna put her right behind Dorian Frog, but because I honestly don't think she can beat Dorian Frog with his full power out. Oh, this is the workshop now. We're doing some of the workshop people. This is very interesting. Okay. Now we have Mixeth. Mixeth is very interesting character. It's tempting to put him in the I don't know tier because we don't know anything about him and we don't know if he's a fighter at all. But just from the things he's able to create, he is a very powerful individual in the tower. And I would be very, very shocked if he was actually like not strong in some way, shape, or form. In like maybe a hacks way or something like that. Maybe not like a pure physical power type of way. Why is he so high up? Okay, gotta go back down there. Yeah. Mixeth, the father of everything, basically. Where do I put Mixeth? Since we don't know that much about him, I'm going to put him below. Oh, by the way, since it's not really that clear in the image of who this is, because I already said this Quadrado, this is Ari Chung, which is one of the, or Yo Chun, which is the, one of the, what's it called? The three lords of the tower, which is, the three lords is Malik 1 PGR, which is right here, him, Yo-chan, and then the next one, which we'll be getting into, is Flux the Magician, which is an AI, which is basically uh, it's it's crazy because basically this is a son of somewhat of a child of Mixeth, a creation of Mixeth. That Mixeth can create basically AI humans, uh, and this AI human is one of the lords of the tower, and one of the fathers of the workshop. Uh, Mixeth is one of the great fathers, or his title is the Great Father of the Workshop, or something like that. Just because Mixeth created Flux, I'm going to put Flux below him. Although you could say that Flux should go above, because Flux is, out of the three individuals that we know that have the operas, we know that Tupuri has an opera, Repalista has an opera, and we know that Flux has the final opera, which is a lighthouse that has infinite range and basically is super overpowered. So you might be able to, because he has that, you might be able to say he's above Mixeth, but since Mixeth created him, I'm just gonna put him below Mixeth. You know, I think that's a fair thing to do. These are very interesting. I'm going to explain these. These are Mixeth's children, quote unquote, which is he has four children, which are all like the same thing as Flux, basically, like AI, robotic, somewhat type of kids. It's Max, May, Mad, and May. Right. It's all like meh names. I was trying to read the font that I put, but it's because of the boxes is so small. They're said to have, they don't have an official rank. I think they're also, I don't know if they're fathers of the workshop or great teachers or something like that. We don't really know the difference between those titles. They're high position in the workshop, right? And I think it was said in the wiki that their battle power, since they don't actually have like a rank in the ranking bureau, I think, but their battle power should be like equivalent to that of high rankers. Like they shouldn't be like ranker tier or like advanced ranker tier. We don't know what that means, but we just know that they're high ranker tier. So in my opinion, this is 100% a theory placement, right? I could just put them there, boom, the bottom of the ranker tier. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair because they should be pretty important to the workshop. So Ed Madarako was scared, or like, I think Madarako said something like, none of the great teachers are here, so I have nothing to worry about, when he like infiltrated, like double crossed the workshop during the workshop battle. He said there's no great teachers here to defend you. He said that to Punk and Low before he killed them. And so Madarako is obviously a high ranker, but like, yeah, like probably more in status only, but still he was afraid of them. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to put them above Division Commanders, but I'm not going to put them anywhere higher than that. I don't know where they could scale in this tier. I think when I did this, because no one was like, I was like, you know what, let's go full on. I put them like the bottom of Squadron Commander tier, because I'm like, you know what, they should be pretty important to the workshop. So I put them like there, right? And you know what, I'm just gonna do that. I put them there. I was thinking of putting them either here or here, like at the bottom of the Squadron Commander or above Division Commander. At the end of the day, the placement doesn't really matter. We just know for a fact they're high ranker level. Again, that means there's like 3 different tiers of high rankers. Actually, technically, Jihad is a high ranker, but so there's like 7. There's like 7 tiers of high rankers, but like it's probably not talking about the same level as one of the 3 lords, and it's probably not talking about um they're probably not equal to like the family heads or like something like that. So, but it'd be a little weird if Lux was and family head equals and they were just like messing with branch leaders. I feel like that's a little weird. So I'm just gonna put them in squadron commander tier. I won't go as far to like super scale them to like the strongest among the families. We don't know that, but like they should be pretty strong. We have Beta from the workshop battle. Beta from the workshop battle is he should be pretty damn strong. Pretty strong. But where did I place him? Because I know I placed him I've not placed him at the top of E rank, but I think, yeah, I put him below bomb. I put him below bomb, above lightning pill Ron. I think that's fair. He did fight a lot of people, and then he fought Bomb, and Bomb and him had like a pretty tough fight, and then Bomb like took out a bit of the Thorn's power and blew him away. But Bomb still won with a floor butterfly piercing technique before that, right? But still, you know what I'm talking about. They should be Bomb, base Bomb, from the workshop battle, and Beta should be pretty comparable. Bomb just won the fight. There you go. This is Beta from the Hell Train arc. He should just be the same level. I'm gonna put him right above. They're like interchangeable to me. Lightning Pill, Ron from the floor of not the floor test, from the Hell Train, and Beta are pretty similar to me. Honestly, they're not that different. In my opinion. So this is Cosino. This is base Cosino. So base Cosino, like this is like not ignited Cosino. So he did pretty well against. I think he should definitely go in top of E rank. He did pretty well against Novik and people like that. But I think he should still. I don't think he would beat Novik, like full on Novik in a fight. So, because Novik was kind of fighting Cosino. When Cosino was ignited, like fully ignited, his right arm, Novik was excited and was ready to fight and slug it out with Cosino. So yeah, so yeah. I mean Horyang. Did I say Cosino? Yeah, like fully ignited Horyang. Yeah, he was gonna fight fully ignited Horyang, not Cosino. But yeah. So where should I put him? I placed him there, like probably above somebody like Taki, but like this Bomb is pretty physically strong. It's weird to say who would win against him, but we just know that he got destroyed by Hots. Hots just kept tearing him apart until he fully ignited and then broke Hots' sword. So Hots should definitely be above him in this tier, because Hots was like tearing up his arms and all that kind of stuff. This is fully ignited. This is what I was just talking about. Fully ignited Cosino that ignited and broke Hots' sword. He should definitely go above. He should definitely go. No, I'm so sorry. He should definitely go above. What's it called? I just said his name like so many times. But where should he go? I think he should. I guess he should go to here. Yeah. I think that's a fine placement for him. He's definitely gonna be above Hots. At least a version of Hots. Yeah, he should just be there. Then I'll place characters between him. It looks a little weird right now because the version that I am looking at and this version is like not filled up yet. There's gonna be more characters in this tier. This is Kasano. This is Kasano with just his like left arm ignited from the Hell Train. Pretty strong, but like not the craziest regular in the floor. I would say. It's weird to play. It's really weird to place him. He doesn't have any feats, honestly. And we know that when he ignites both of his arms, he just gets a really big boost. But it's really weird. Ron basically, okay, so the way I'm gonna scale him is that actually, there is a way to scale him. I just remembered it, and I think I know why I placed him in the place that I did, and it's here. Well, the reason I did that was because Rack did block him with the Mad Shocker, but he was dead. It was both, the scene was both Rack and Irude were together during the Dollar Show, and Kasano came and he started fighting Rack for a little bit. Rack said like the devil's left arm so strong or something like that, and then they used Traveler, or Irude used Traveler as a hostage to get Kasano to stop attacking them, which kind of implies that Rack couldn't have won that fight. So I'm just gonna put him straight above Rack. I completely forgot about that scene until just now, which, yeah, that's the scene why I put him there. So yeah, that's the only scene we basically see him, other than like the scene where he beats up Wang Nan, and that doesn't really tell us much, to be honest. This is fully both arms ignited Kasano. He's really strong. I would say that he is. I don't know if I fully want to put him in this tier, because he's supposedly really strong, and like maybe like a whole tier above like somebody like Iwa or something like that. I'll put him right there, because in the Fug video I did like say that a fight between Kasano, like fully ignited both arms Kasano, and I forgot your name, the Mad Dog, not Bl is it Blosar? It's Blosar Elliot. There you go. Yeah, it's Blosar Elliot. There's so many names in this tier list and so many characters that I have to keep track of. Blosar Elliot and him would be a pretty sick fight, but honestly, with both of his devil arms ignited, I think Kasano beats him just slightly, just very slightly. And it depends if his Shinsu ability, or like his ability to like get stronger as his opponent gets stronger, like would tip the edge over Kasano. It's a very situational fight. Horyang from just basically Horyang from the floor, the 20th floor. He should just be pretty close to Arc Raptor. Honestly, I think he's above Arc Raptor, mainly for the fact that he has a lot of versatility compared to Arc Raptor. Arc Raptor is my boy. He is super cool. But let's be honest, he's Arc Raptor, while being sick and cool, he's kind of like a one-trick pony with his umbrella that he kind of just shoots his Shinsu through it, and can use it to block attacks and all that kind of stuff, which is cool and pretty impressive. But Hor-Yang has the power wing, the speed wing that makes him a lot faster, the shield wing that lets him tank a lot of which let him tank an attack, I think, from Ron, and not be fully down and still keep fighting him. Yeah, he just has a lot of versatility, and I think the only reason that, and he's definitely below Iwa because Iwa was like pushing him back with her flames, and that's where you got that cool panel of Hor-Yang like looking through the flames, which such a sick panel though. I really want to see that like fully animated in the anime, so I'm looking forward to that scene. This is Hor-Yang with his right. This Hor-Yang is a demon. Quite literally, he has the right arm of a devil ignited. The devil's right arm ignited. He was able to break through Novik's like barrier, like red barrier, and then they were gonna start fighting until Kasano got in between them, and he stabbed Hor-Yang in the back. That's how that scene played out. So they were pretty. I'm gonna put Hor-Yang right here, like right below Novik. There should not be any characters between them. Novik and Hor-Yang actually have a lot of scenes together during the workshop battle, and they're fighting together a lot. And it seems like they're pretty even as fighters, at least when Hor-Yang brings out his full power, right? So I think they're pretty comparable fighters, to be honest. I think Novik is just a little more skilled than Hor-Yang, which makes sense. This is H4 from the D&D campaign, which is basically just a different model of H1 that we saw from the floor test in the D&D campaign series. I'm gonna kind of speed through the D&D campaign people. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys what they did and their feats and stuff like that. This is a ranker, or like has ranker power at least, since it's supposed to be an upgraded version. It's supposed to be an upgraded version of H1, which again was a ranker, a floor administrator on the floor test. We only see this guy like use like very condensed and powerful Shinsu bangs that like are said to be like the power of like the sun, kind of just blasting and melting people. He easily like destroyed an A rank regular, which I think his name was Noah or something like that. But like, yeah, Noah like deflected one of his blasts and then immediately died. So, but H1, this is H1. She was able to grow stronger, which they didn't think was possible, and she beat both H4 and H2. She was able to beat H2, 3, and 4 all at the same time fighting her. So that's why she's an advanced ranker. She fought 3 rankers in one, basically. And he was one of them. So I think his Shinsu blasts are pretty strong, but like they're not that versatile. Although I guess you could use the argument that he should be here because he's supposed to be a stronger version, a better model version of the original H1, which the original H1 should probably be here next to Brooke, something like that, or here alongside the other test administrators. So he should go there, I guess. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was gonna put him here because he doesn't have the versatility of a Quant or like a or these characters, but honestly, I think because he's supposed to be a better model than the original H1, he should just go where a little bit above where season 1 H1 or like second floor H1 should be, which should be somewhere here. So that's where I'm gonna rank him. Oh goodness, these characters, I forgot their name. I think it's Robin. This is Robin, and this is Simon. Robin and Simon. They're part of the part of the D&D campaign series. A lot of these characters from here on out are gonna be part of the D&D campaign. I think until until we get to Prince, and then even then it's gonna be like a bunch of them. Yeah. Probably should have spaced this out. But you know what? It's fine. And I don't even know where I put the other guy. Simon. There, yeah. Simon was pretty strong. We didn't get to see him fight a lot, but he had like a needle, and he's probably D rank. He should go somewhere. Let me see, because I know I put them next to each other, both Simon and Robin, in D rank. But where in D rank did I place them exactly? I put them right. I put them here, right behind Little Rack. So I'm just gonna put them there. While I'm placing them, I'm just gonna tell you guys what they did. Simon has, I don't remember exactly what position he was, but he had like a needle, and he was fighting. He was gonna fight Brack, and it seemed to be a very like contested moment, that like even if Brack is very big and compared to him, he has a lot of hidden muscle or something. He definitely had a pressure that was dangerous. And Robin has a specific Shinsu ability that lets her amplify Shinsu to a greater degree. So she's able to do that. So there you go. Ooh, now we're getting, okay. This organization is basically all of Aesir. Which I'll explain what Aesir is while I'm doing this. Aesir is basically the evil organization, quote unquote organization of the D&D campaign of Dr. Bonehead. It is basically the FUG of that campaign series. And so yeah, this is all of them. They're like divided into king, queen, rooks, bishops, and all that stuff. And I'll tell you where they all scale soon enough. But this is the leader. If I can grab him, this is the leader of the all of Aesir, the father of Aesir, as he calls himself. His name is Tirseth. Tirseth is the brother, the non-canon brother of Mexeth, and he should just be. If I can, there we go. We're getting into the point where the images are lagging a bit for me. He should just be there. Yeah, there we go. He should just be there behind his brother Mexeth. We know he's very powerful. We know that he's not like technically a fighter, kind of like a Bakery Yoon. He's a really good healer, but he's definitely not somebody to be messed with. He basically has like this holy light around him. He has like the halo, like all that, this godly powers. So yeah, he should definitely not be messed with, and I think that's where he should go, just right below Mixeth. He's also a father of the workshop, just like he has the same title as Flux. They're both their title is Father of the Workshop, and that's why he's called the Father of Ice here, because he's also a father of the workshop. Almost said workshop battle. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go into Kyrie. Kyrie's he's the son of Tirseth, basically, and he's called the first Knight of Ice here. Basically, in the D&D campaign world, there is this other realm in the tower that is called like the demon realm or something, or like the realm. It's like another dimension, kind of like the hidden floor, or kind of like those types of dimensions in the tower, right? But it's another dimension in the tower, where basically demons come from, which I'm guessing are like demons like from Joaquin's book. That's what Dr. Bonehead was going for, like demons from Joaquin's book, or demons from, like we see a lot of demons in Tower of God, and that's probably where he got that idea of having like a sort of a demon backwards realm or something. Kyrie has a bunch of seals in his body, and that's the thing, is that Kyrie is very powerful, like super powerful. The thing is that he has a bunch of seals that he put on his body that restrict his power. But even with those seals, he was able to easily kill an advanced ranker like H1. And basically dismiss Brooke the entire time she was attacking him. He basically has an insane regenerative factor that basically every single time he got hit, he just like instantly regenerated. The only person that was kind of like holding him back for a long time was Sushi. He was knocking him around, and he was keeping him in place, and he was like, "You're not that tough. You can only regenerate," and all that kind of stuff. So because of his regeneration, and because of the way he just easily killed an advanced ranker like it was nothing, I think he's definitely a high ranker type of person. But I don't think he's somebody like Sushi, because again, he was like with his seals. Maybe without his seals, he could definitely go above. But without his seals, I don't think that's a matchup that he's currently up to winning, in my opinion. But I'll put him in Squadron Commander tier because of his potential, and because of his like what we've seen from him, which is very impressive. So yeah, I'm just gonna put him there. All right, let's see. Whoa. Okay, so I don't know why I completely like blanked out on his name. Is that I haven't watched. These guys are from the current arc. These are like the villains of like, not the current arc, basically the kind of like the previous arc of the story on the 50th floor. They're like the paladins of Kyrie. Like his supporters, the followers of Kyrie. I completely forgot his name for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna again say that I didn't forget his name. He is very strong. He is said to be, by the creator, by Dr. Bonehead, he's said to feel like a ranker, but not fully like a ranker. Like he's ranker level, but like could he actually beat a ranker? It's like unknown. Blah 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 blah. Blah, you know how vague it gets. So because it's vague, I'm going to put him in A rank. I'm going to put him above. He's very strong. He's super strong. He can basically create like a domain expansion type of place that like he has complete command over. He has he has an insane regenerative factor. Um, he's a very strong character. I think it's a little weird to say that a Shinzo Black Hole Sphere like beats him, but I'm gonna put him here because the thing is that this character Ha Cha is a he's like a master of martial arts and all that stuff, but he's really old, and because he refused to be a ranker. So like I don't think he would be able to beat. I don't think he'd be able to beat him since he has a regenerative factor and all that stuff. Yeah, but I completely spaced out on this dude's name. uh, did I space? I don't remember if I spaced out on all their names. But basically, so what you're gonna see is that all of them have like a base form and like a transform state. This is where she was. I was like, where's her base form? There he is. So this is his transform state, which is his transform state is set to be obviously stronger, and he was fighting somebody that he was very relative to. We're gonna get to soon. And but he was fighting her in base, and she's stated again to be like somewhere around ranker level or something like that. And then he transformed at the end before they stopped the fight. And he was like, oh, make no mistake, I am stronger than you. And then he pulled this out, right? And then that was basically how that ended. But yeah. Basically that. Right. Yeah, he should just go there. Again, Kun and Rek can like with these versions can affect high rankers. We don't know if he can do that, so we're not gonna. Even if they take a while to affect high rankers, or they take a little bit of time, I think it's still impressive. Nice. Again, I almost forgot her name, but the thing is that her name is like Paladania. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to mess it up. It's just that I'm blanking on their names because they're very new, and they really kind of only were there to fight people. So like, I'm blanking on their names, but they're very strong characters from the D&D campaign. I'm really blanking on their names. I'm so sorry. If you guys, if anyone's here and if anyone wants to, it's like a fan of the D&D campaign and wants to enlighten me, remind me of the names because I'm horrible with names. Feel free to. I am here, and I will be looking at the chat. But where does she go? Oh yeah. I just basically put the rest of the team that was not the leader, because the leader is shown to be very much stronger. They're at the top of B rank, above Team Recall in their base forms. So I grabbed him. This is another character of that team in their base form. You should go in again, the top of B rank. Boom, above her. He kind of seems to be stated to be stronger in her by a little bit. So yeah. Next, these two, let me grab their base forms and then I'll do the transform states later. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them her here, and then it's bad because this is the one I hate the most. Like he's so annoying, and it's purposely like he is supposed to be annoying, right? But this is the only one that I remember the name. His name is Fancy. I can't. It's because they ragged on him so much, and they were like they hated him to such an extent that it made me not be able, made me remember his name. But I can't for the life of me remember everyone else's name. The only one that I can remember is the one that I don't like and that no one likes. So yeah, let's do Fancy's transform state first because he's the first one we saw. If there's not some characters from like the current D&D chapters or some other stuff, it's because I have not had time to update this tier list. I'm sorry about that. So if there's any other forms or anything, I'm sorry. I've been very busy and I was not gonna use my free time to update this tier list. Maybe one day we'll if we have enough characters, because I don't want to make a 10-minute stream either. If we have enough characters added in the future, we'll come back to this tier list and put the rest of the characters in when I have more free time to do that. In their transform states, they obviously get stronger than their base forms, so they should be here in the strongest regular tier. There you go. I'll put them there. I'll put him right there. Put him right there. Put her. Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's very much lagging for me now because of all the boxes and all the characters. Also, you guys can't see it because I like blocked it, but there's a lot of ads in the tier list maker, so like at the sides, so you guys can't see it because I was kind of blocking them. But yeah, there you go. Put her right above him, and then put the final one in his transform state. I just remember he looks sick in his transform state. He looks like an Elden Ring boss in his transform state. But yeah, either that or like a Bloodborne. It's all the same stuff. I just know somebody's gonna kill me for saying that. But you know what I mean when I say that. It's all the same type, same stuff game. I'll put him. There you go. I'll put him right there. That seems fair. Alright, so cool. So now we're getting back into Icier, where this is, yeah. This is, I'm just trying to see how many more characters we have left. We have a bit to go. But if we can just keep the ball rolling, we'll keep it trucking. I definitely want to end this tier list today. I don't want to have to make another live stream of this. Fluxvolk from the floor test is the Fluxvolk has Fluxvolk is above Endorsi, below Yuri in my opinion. The thing is about Fluxvolk, this is like her normal form, but this is like her serious form with her red eyes and all that stuff. The thing about Fluxvolk that makes her so powerful is basically she's always multiple like tiers above the main characters. Like she was stated by Regulus, which was at the time the second floor ruler, to be, she was the strongest of the entire regulars on the second floor at the time. A similar statement that Endorsi has, she's the strongest of that current floor, right? Regulars, and stuff like that. The difference is that Flux Valk has very like shadow powers. She's a master of the sight, and she is able to use actually 4 lighthouses at once during the floor test, which is very insane. She that is like something that we've only seen. Like, to put that in perspective, Kun, by basically the 30th floor, right, because it was the workshop battle, that's when he can use 4 lighthouses at the same time. That we don't know if she can use it to the same degree as he can do it, like to do the blockage and reverse flow. I would assume she could. So like, there you go. Like, she's very strong, but definitely not. She doesn't have any statements like Yuri, regular Yuri had, which she basically had the statement that she, in physical might, without Shinsu backing them up, she's stronger than a ranker. That's an insane feat that no one else can really claim to have. I'm gonna put that there because there you go. This is Flux Valk from the workshop battle. She's definitely the strongest regular in the workshop battle. And to be honest, she's not an E. She's so strong. She's definitely not an E rank. Like, even at the top, she's not top 10 E rank. She's definitely going into D rank, even as an E rank. That's how insane she is. I don't know how much she would go though. I'm gonna put her. That's a weird one. I'm going to put her here. If I can move her. Yeah, I'm gonna put her there. There you go. I'll put her there. That makes that feels right. Like, she's super strong. She's not gonna be beaten by anyone in this tier. Right. She's super strong, and she like, just to tell you how strong she is, she was not as strong as a B rank, but in the 20th floor, she was definitely hanging her own against the B rank regular. And this B rank regular is a talented one too. So she was able to hold her own against that, and this is her on the 30th floor. 10 more floors of development. Imagine, that's crazy, right? Like, honestly, you can definitely debate that she's even above this tier, but I don't want to. We don't know. I feel like that's a little too far, because she did need a lot of help when fight. Basically, the entire team recall plus her was fighting that B rank, right? So I don't think that she is actually a B rank regular at this point, like in strength, but she's pretty strong. And then she gets even stronger at full power, which shouldn't be. I don't know how much of an increase the actual like full power Flux Valk is, like with her red eyes, because her red eyes is when she's like going all out and looking to kill you. So I don't know how much of an increase that actually is, but it should be a pretty good increase. So I'll put her right here. There you go. That should be a sizable gap between them. There's no gap between her and this Fluxwalk though, because there's no one that's stronger than base Fluxwalk. So there's no one that should be in between them. Yeah. So this is base Fluxwalk from the 50th floor, and this is the one that I said that fought against the other dude that was close to ranker level. And ranker and the like this guy. She fought him, and she said that she's close to the power of a ranker now, which is definitely insane, but she is. And I fully believe that. And so she's going above all the A rank people too. She's going there. She said she is weaker than him. Even with her strongest, like with her red eyes, she's still weaker than his base form, like just by a margin, I think. And she needed a bit of help to like fully bring him down, but he was still hiding his like transform state. So yeah, she is super strong, super strong. There you go, boom. I think that's fair. Oh, goodness. I remember somebody, I don't remember who it was, and I don't even remember the name. Somebody was like, oh, why do you have all these... Man, I hate it when... What did he say? What did they say? I don't know if it's a he or she. Probably a he. They said something like, man, I hate it when... small creators use Towers and Gods D&D characters. I'm just here to see canon characters and all that stuff. But I'm just like, first off, who cares? It's all fun and games here. Who, like, apparently you care, obviously, but at the same time, is it really that much of an issue to get that upset about? Like, you can clearly see me doing this, so you can just like, by the time that he watched it, because he didn't watch it live, he could have just skipped to where the characters that he wanted to see or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? But at the same time, I feel like it's a little weird to have like a bunch, so many D&D characters all in a row, and not focus on the actual like characters from the story, right? I don't like fully disagree with his sentiment, but at the same time, it's just a little weird that, you know, I just made this thing because I'm like, both me and my friends are like a fan of both the Tower God story and the D&D campaign, so we were like, let's do it, man. I'll do that, and I'll get shots of every single character from all the things, and that should be that. Shouldn't be like this whole thing that people get riled up about. But I do get it, so I'm going to bring up the characters from the Tower God story and rank them first, and then I'll rank everyone else. That should be fine. After a certain point, it's kind of just filling out where I think they go. I just have to make sure I grab all the characters that are from the story, because they're kind of like mixed in here. Is there anyone else that I can grab? I know that Hots is somewhere here, but I don't remember where. Where is Hots? There. Oh, there it is. They're all the way here, like at the bottom. Because think it was because because I added them later, because I originally didn't even have them as part of this tier list. Because this tier list was changed a bunch of times. At first, it was just the 10 family member characters. But then I had so many slots that I was like, you know what? Let me just put in a bunch of other characters, and then it kind of became this ginormous tier list. To tell you how big this tier list is, if I don't know if any of you guys that like watch these videos, like these tier list videos, either now or ahead of time, are fans of Swagkage. Yeah, Swagkage. He's a Naruto power scaler YouTuber that's good. He does good content, good Naruto content, and I used to watch him a lot. Kind of don't really do that much anymore, but that's for separate reasons. I'll just tell this while I'm moving all the characters up, so it's just easier to rank them later. But yeah, he made like a big all of characters in Naruto tier list, right? And basically, even though he edited that video, like I know he edited that video down, that video was 3 hours long. I've made 4 videos on this tier list, and all of them are 3 hours long. And again, it's a live stream. I'm not editing it down. If I was, they would probably be definitely shorter. But at the same time, it kind of just goes to show you how big this tier list really is. It took a lot of time. A lot of time where I was really bored. And for some reason super committed to it. But it's, you get rewarded because now I'm making videos about it. Which I never thought I would. So, when I was making it at least. Amigos, Chaz, get up. You go down there. Go down, you go down, you go down. Amigo Chaz is something about Amigo Chaz, which is weird to go on a tangent about him. That I found funny. I watched Haku's current video about like his breakdown of the Tower God opening, and basically that opening is weird for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's really good, but it's definitely weird for some reasons. And one of the reasons that I didn't even notice while watching it for the first time, because he went like frame by frame. There's a scene where like Bomb is like trying to reach out for his friends that are like moving ahead or whatever, and it shows a lot of season 1 characters, and one like from the back, and one of them is Pyrakul. And he was like, it should really be like Amigo Chaz. Like, I feel like Amigo Chaz had more of interactions with Bomb than Pyrakul did. And I'm like, yeah. But the thing is that Amigo Chaz was really like shafted in season 1 of the anime. Like, he was barely in it. Which he was barely in the actual story too. Like, so I don't really complain about it. But like, But I'm almost done putting them above. Just need like 2 more characters, I think. Yeah. There we go. And just 1 more character. But yeah, I remember he said that, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But again, like, the anime really didn't do Amigo Chaz any justice. And then I guess I can say this. I can say it this way. There's a part of the trailer that I don't know why they did it like this. Like, it's like a goddamn it Japan moment where it's a shot of Hwaryun and Jin Sung, and if anyone's watching this, they should definitely know what I'm about to say. It's like a shot of behind them, like Fug, right? But obviously they don't show any members of Fug except for like a little bit of Kurako, but his face is like blocked out by the Fug symbol. And he, but on top of the mountain, like the pyramid of Fug people, there's a clan member, like just straight up a clan member, a Cool Kids Club clan member. If I can say it like that, because I don't think I can say the other word. Well, I could probably, but I don't want to. I don't want to say the other word just in case. There's a clan member in. It just looks like one. It's like, why? Because I understand the why they like. I can kind of understand like the thought process behind it, because like Bug is like a cult, or like it's like very cult like, where they have gods and like all this stuff and robes, and but like why? Why did you do that? Why did you feel necessary to do that? Make that a decision? Like, who passed that decision and be like, yeah, look, they looked at it and like, yeah, that's fine to do. Oh my goodness, that was, I remember seeing that, like when he froze on that thing and he started laughing, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. That's actually a thing. Okay, so now let's actually start ranking the main characters of the story. The last character we're gonna rank is that's part of the story. Everyone else should be what's it called? From the D&D campaign. If you guys want to leave after Hockney should be the last one from the main Tower God story. So basically, if you consider this tier list to just be about that, this is where that ends, right? So just decide to go. And I mean, if you want to watch the rest of it later, you can. But like, if you just came here to see where the Tower of God character stacked up, in my opinion, then I'll do that right here, right now. Prince is actually pretty underrated in terms of power. I think he's the thing is that he's strong because he has a lot of potential, or had a lot of potential. Rip Prince, but like Prince is pretty strong because in like the boxing thing, like the Shinsu strength boost test thing that they did on the 20th floor, he got a really high score, and that was all his potential. That was him. He didn't actually cheat when that happened. The problem with that is that we know that although he is strong, he got beat up by the fake Devil's right arm, Rap Devil, I think his name was, or Rob Devil. I think Rob Devil, not Rap Devil. It's Rob Devil. Rob Devil beat him up, and he said something like, "Do you think being like the best on a little test or something like actually means who can win in a fight or something?" So it clearly doesn't mean that he's like stronger than. I don't actually think he's stronger than Hworyang or like base Hworyang or Arc Raptor in a fight. Just because that test he had a higher score than they did. But I definitely do think that he is he's pretty strong. He's definitely pretty strong for for a regular. So I'm gonna put him in E rank just there behind them, and then I'll fill in gaps. I don't know if I'm gonna fill in gaps with people from Tower of God, but definitely from Towers and Gods, I'll be filling in some gaps. In that part of the tier list. This is Hell Train. Prince, and it is very, very unclear of how strong he actually is. We know that he trained and he got stronger, but how much so is very like we don't know. Like there's a panel of him and Beta punching together. Does that mean he's as strong as Beta? I don't think so. Honestly, I where did I place him? Because I know I placed him somewhere. Then I think I placed him in top of I placed him in top 10 E rank, but like I placed him here. Yeah, I placed him there, like probably the bottom of top 10 of E rank. I think he can. I think he can give some of them a challenge, but he's not gonna win against any of them. And there you go. He's also a light bearer, so he has some light bearing capabilities. He can use reverse flow control with his lighthouses, so that's pretty helpful with his needlework also. Misang at the start is below Wangnan. She is a child. She does not. The best that she can do is make an illusion with her observers. Right. That's gonna help her survive. That's it. She's not winning anything like yet. She has a lot of potential and a lot of untapped potential, and we see that in her next forms. But she is not. That's without that potential yet unlocked. That's not. She's not winning against anyone here. Okay, so this is me saying when Verdi, yeah, Verdi put the flower on top of her head, and she became like the monster Misang or whatever. I forgot. Was Arcraptor scared of her? Like it would be this Arcraptor, I guess. Was Arcraptor like scared of her? Because I also remember that like Prince, like when he like manned up, he was able to like clash with her and not be like thrown back, and do some stuff against her. So I don't know where she actually fully goes. I obviously have her. I think I obviously have her. I'm gonna put her above, just barely above Prince, because again, Prince like clashed against her and wasn't like completely pushed back. And but Prince still needed help to take the flower out of her head with Arcraptor's help. So yeah, I'm just gonna put her there. I actually don't think that Arcraptor would lose to her in a straight up fight, unless Arcraptor like threw the fight and didn't want to fight Misang, obviously, and harm her. But I don't think Arcraptor would lose to Misang, even with that monster version of Misang. I think we're just scared of like Misang being like that. This is Help Train Misang. She has a bit of her potential unlocked because of the flower. She can kind of like command it to come out. But other than that, she doesn't really have much else. She's a little better with her observer. We saw that. She can probably enhance her Shinsu to like punch people like better. So I don't really know. Yeah, we don't have anything from her this version of her really. I could put her above Wang Nan. I think maybe physically she's stronger than Wang Nan is. Maybe. But like he has Shinsu bombs, and those are pretty powerful. Yeah, I'm just gonna put her there. I think his Shinsu bombs could still edge out a win against her, even with her boost that she got after training. This Misang is strong. This Misang is pretty strong. This is Misang when she learned her berserker mode, basically. It's really weird because apparently this is like her Shinsu quality because she like trained to harness her Shinsu quality, and her Shinsu qualities kind of is a rage power, which is really weird. We never seen a Shinsu quality be an emotion. Um, but I guess it is because that's kind of like what it is, like a Shinsu boost. And she like did the because we know that's the case because Endorsi gave Missing the clicker to for her to find out her Shinsu quality. So and this is what happened. This is the result of that. So it's really weird that she has like a berserker mode as a Shinsu quality or something like that. If I'm if I'm getting that right. Where did I place her though? I think I placed her pretty. Yeah, I think I. Yeah, like I. Whoa. Let's go back down there. I ranked her like here in the top 10. Oh, I ranked her here. Mostly because of like the panels. But like yeah, I think Arc Raptor doing the Hell Train can make like very huge blast that I from a long range that I think could beat Missing still, even in her berserker form, even though she definitely with her observers are is definitely it's pretty handy. She can slow down people and reflect their effects and stuff like that, and also boost them. Um, Plus, she has this mode that increases her physical stats very dramatically. You could probably make an argument that Missing at this point is physically stronger than Arc-Raptor, but again, Arc-Raptor can probably shoot her from range and beat her. Again, in character, he wouldn't do that, but you know what I mean. Like if it wasn't in character. Akka Williams. Akka Williams, very well. Yeah, I saw who went down. Akka Williams, he's like one of the only actual defenders we saw in the tower, like in the Tower God story. And it's pretty easy to rank him. He is supposed to be like very comparable to Yura. I put him. Do I put him above Yura? Yeah, I just put him a little bit above Yura. He said, Muntari said that Akka Williams. Well, no. That actually is false. I'm going to put him. I'm going to put Akka Williams above Lightning Pill Ron. The reason about that, even though Muntari said that she had very similar vibes to Akka Williams, I don't think Akka Williams is weaker than his underlings, which his underlings is Muntari. Muntari, I don't think is weaker than him. I think there's even a flashback when Muntari first met Akka Williams and Akka Williams beat Muntari. And Muntari is around the level of, I would say, Lightning Pill Ron because he beat base Ron pretty easily. Speaking of Muntari, he's right here. Pretty cool character. One of the characters that actually dies in the series in a pretty brutal way. He got split in half during his fight with Blurs. I can't say his name right now. Blurs. Walsar Elliott. There you go. Yeah, like I said, there you go. I put him right there. I think Beta and Ron could probably sneak in a win against him, although he's pretty strong. And fun fact, he's the only, aside from Bomb, he's the only regular that we have seen use reverse flow control, which is very interesting. Well, outside of lighthouses, you know what I mean. Like the same way that Jinsung and Bomb use reverse flow control, that's what Muntari can also do, which is very interesting to me. Just goes to show you that he's very talented and skilled. Boro's interesting to scale. Whoa, he's obviously in D rank. but where in D rank? This is gonna be a tricky one to place because I think I've changed my opinions about him so many times. I think Boro. The thing about Boro is that he's a very situational fighter. His whole thing is like gimmick is that he has fluid Shinsu, like something fluid martial arts or something that basically lets him be like the ultimate counter against people with weapons. After a while of fighting against somebody with weapons, he is able to tell the path of the weapon and redirect it or re-guide it. And he said weapons are elementally weak to him, basically. That being said, against somebody without a weapon, his threshold of power diminishes. Although he's still strong, he's still definitely D rank, obviously. I would say he is. Would I say that he's beating? That's very weird. I just because we haven't seen much of Irude, I think Irude at this point, this Irude, not like Irude with her like wind tornado powers that she showed later during the Hell Train, just this Irude that we hadn't really seen that much of. We haven't seen that much of her, so I'm gonna put him there. I think he's outside of his fluid martial arts. He's not the strongest of his original team. Although he has, because of those martial arts, he has the weirdest matchups against people that are supposed to be stronger than him. Like he apparently embarrassed Joaquin and like showed him up in swordsman skills because of those martial arts. Even because Joaquin had a weapon. And Joaquin is like in another dimension compared to Boro, but he still was able to do it because of those martial arts. But again, without somebody without a weapon, he's not standing that much of a chance against them. So he has heart, he has all that stuff, but it's just very situational, so I have to put him like at the bottom of D rank. Although I do like Boro. I do very much like Boro. I really want to see him animated. And he's a character that got turned into comic relief, which is sad because I did really like his character, like when he was very serious and his more complex stories with the rest of his team. But you know what? It's just sometimes characters like that happen. So it's just like the author is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep them around, but then they don't really know what to do with them, so they just like have them there for comic relief. Basically, this is Sachi Faker. He is pretty strong. Basically, he doesn't have a lot of solo fights. He's obviously D rank. But let's see more specifically where he lays in D rank. He fought Daniel. The thing is that he fought Daniel without using his full power like Rose spell. I don't know why I've been like that so much during this stream, but he fought him without using his full out Rose spell, and I didn't have like two Sachis with like base and Rose spell Sachi. It's all one. I think the Rose spell is I think it's underrated because it can be very large. We have seen it become super large, and honestly, I think with the Rose spell, he could probably beat I mean, the thing is that Iniesta was like excited to face Sachi because he was like, "Oh, who am I gonna face? Maybe the alligator was fun. Maybe like one of the princesses, or like he said, like Kaiser's probably gonna fight the princesses or Viol. Who's gonna fight me? Maybe that kid who fought Heisei, which was Ron, or Sachi. Sachi's a good, that Sachi Faker. Maybe that'd be a really good fight or something like that. So they'd probably be somewhat relative, like without his ignition weapon. I think him and Iniesta. So yeah, he goes there. I think it's kind of hard to scale him like above base bomb. I think SIU even had a statement because I think I repeated it in the current video that I'm making. That is, outside of Bomb's team, the most skilled people in Bomb's team are him and Dorsey and Sachi. That's what he said. So Sachi is definitely a very skilled regular. He's one of the top 3 D ranks and all that stuff. Although again, a bunch of new D ranks came, which is basically him and Bomb's team, which kept getting stronger throughout the story and surpassed Sachi and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there we go. Quattro Blitz. I did not have a separate tier for him like him in season 3 and him in season 2. So just Quattro Blitz in general. How strong is Quattro Blitz? He is pretty strong. I think it's a he. Pretty sure it's just the he androgynous, whatever. He's from the same family as what's it called? I forgot his name, and how did I forget his name? Quant. He's the same. He's from the Blitz family, which are able to have fire abilities. Basically, they're specialized in some type of fires. Not like the Eurasia family, and not the Eurasia, the Yon family. Sorry, I'm a little tired. The Eurasia family. I just said the Eurasia family again. The Yon family, you know guys what I mean. The Yon family with their flames, it's not the same as that. Not as potent and all that kind of stuff. But, Quattro... I would say Quattro is like here. Yeah, him and Iwa are pretty, like when Iwa started learning control over her flames during the workshop battle, even though she didn't fully have control. I think it's like debatable of who's fully stronger, and we don't have that many feats from Quattro during season 3. It seems like he still only can do 3 bangs, which is I mean, it kind of shows you how difficult it is to control more than 3 banks, I guess. He kind of gets lost because Bomb can control a lot more than that. But by that point of the story, definitely. But he's yeah, he can control 3 bangs of fire Shinsu, which is pretty powerful. Yeah, basically that. Let's this is Gosang. The funny thing about this is that I don't even know if Gosang goes above Misang, like even base Misang, because Misang was able to at least, well, you know what? Well, I'll put her above this Misang, but below Misang after she started training. Gosang can use like 1 lighthouse or something like that. I don't remember if she can use 2. I'm pretty sure she can only use 1, and I know she can use reverse flow control. She used it on the baby Signa or something like that when it was trying to run away. And so basically she only has 1 move, which is that, and that we have seen. And Misang only has 1 move, which is like the illusion stuff with the observers. So basically they're basically the same, but she's older. She could probably bonk her on the head. There you go. Not like another thing to die in a hill for. over. Shibisu season 1 Shibisu. Obviously super smart. Aside from Kun, probably the smartest regular. But in terms of strength, he is going there. He's going above start of the series bomb. Because he still does have his deadly martial arts. And we cannot forget that. You know what? Because of that, he's going in access tier. Just kidding. But he can definitely beat up Bomb with his martial arts, and but I don't think he can beat up Stexa because she has like web powers, and she could probably just tie him up or something like that. And she's a beastkin, so she probably is a little stronger, just genetically, whatever, like that. Okay, this is Shibisu. The thing is that I don't have Shibisu from season 3, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna have Shibisu. I'm just gonna say this is Shibisu from season 3, okay? Okay. I'm gonna say that. He goes. He's gonna go there. I don't think he goes above anyone else, but if we're considering this a season 3 Shibisu is able to get the best of season 3 Quattro Blitz by basically making a hologram. Basically making a hologram and kicking her, whatever, probably him, kicking him across the floor, and we didn't really see how much that fight would have gone after that. But he still got the better of Quattro in that little exchange they had. So I'm just gonna put him there because these are all the flame users. They should probably be pretty even. It's a little more contentious that he beats these two. I'm gonna do that because I think they have a little bit more showings of using their flames more effectively than Quattro and Iwa at that point, because Iwa can't really control her flames, although if her flames are really hot, so it might just kill him immediately if he does get hit. But Shibisu has the illusions that he can use to not get hit. This is Fluorotest Hots. He should go right there, I think. I don't think he's beating Wu with the monkeys. I don't think he's beating Dasu. I don't think he's beating Rak. I don't think he's beating Rak after he's trained. If it was just from the start, then maybe you can say because he was fighting against Anak. But like I've said in my Rak versus Hots video, I think after Rak trained, he just is more versatile than Hots, because he can fight from basically any range, where Hots can only fight too close to mid-range at best, right? With his swords. So yeah, there we go. I think that's fair. This is start of workshop Hots. He's going at top 10 E rank. He's going below. He has to go below Kasano. I'll put him there, above Novik, but below Kasano with his Thorn Ignited. I think also Chang should be above him because Chang is like a top, like it was said something like a top 5 fisherman or something. Or top 10 fishermen. I don't remember which one it was. Top 10 or top 5 fishermen in E ranks. So, and he's one of the top 5 E ranks apparently. Cheng is. So, I think that he should just be above. But we don't have, again, a lot of scaling for Cheng. So, I can't really place him higher. than that. This is end of the workshop battle, Hots, where he learned to fill other objects and basically boost them with Shinsu. Where does he go though? I feel like he again, I think in the that's interesting. I think I don't remember where I placed him though. He should go. I don't know where he should go. I don't know who I moved just now. I know I moved someone, but I can't tell who I moved. I moved this. There you go. Honestly, I'm just gonna put him there because I feel like every other character above him can probably squeeze out a win against this Hots. Although, it's weird. I feel weird about that, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I feel like every character above him right now can squeeze out a victory against them. Although he's not gonna make it easy for any of them. It's gonna be a high diff for basically everyone. Until he gets to probably Laura. Laura can probably beat him more easily, and then everyone else, scales even higher. This is Name Hunt Station Hots. Name Hunt Station Hots is. Where did I rank him though? That's the thing about that. That's a thing. Is that I don't know where I ranked him. I think I didn't lose him. Okay. Let me. Okay, so let's well, no. There you go. Yeah, Hots is where is Kun? Basically there. Yeah, goodness. There you go. He's equal. I can't merge the images together. They're equals. Like base Hots is just equal to Kun. It's the most blatant thing in the world. It's literally like they had a fight. They were even. They couldn't cut each other down. Kun said, Hot can't cut him down. But the same goes for him. But he's leaving or whatever. And then that's it. It's like the most blatant equal match of the series. And then Donghei not ignited. When he brought it out against Shilio, should be in a tier higher because he is definitely strong as hell. I'm going to put him again right next to Kun with the Enakor. The Enakor, I feel like, would be able to probably. I don't know if the Donghei could burst through the Enakor. That's an interesting question, but he could probably trap him inside of the Enakor. But I don't know if he would have enough power to actually, with the Donghei, to actually break out of the Enakor. And it kind of goes with what I said. I think by the time that Rak and Kun get the Shinsu qualities, Hot's kind of left in the dust a bit. Okay, and this is fully ignited Donghei Hots that he ignited against Kendrick Deal. Kendrick Deal is Energy is pretty strong. Obviously, he's a ranker and a high ranker at that. He's a division commander. Um, he's not ranker level because you can only use it once, that ignition, and it didn't really do any damage. It kind of just got rid of the hypnosis. He could probably not beat any of the A rank actually. I'm gonna put him there because the thing is that anyone above him could physically beat him. And again, it's like the Donghei is such a specific weapon because it has to be a cause that the sword wants to be used for. And even when this is the thing I always bring up, even HOTS using the Donghei in the best situation where it let it be used. It basically what's it called? Where it worked perfectly, right? Everything was fine. But even in that situation, HOTS had a massive pushback and he can barely, it said it felt like his entire body was on fire. So he can only use it one time, even in the best situations. So like he's in this tier because he can affect rankers, right? Like he can't really, that's the whole point of the tier. If you can affect rankers, you're going to be in this tier. He can affect the mind control of a high ranker. That's pretty impressive. But again, and I'm pretty sure we haven't even seen the full extent of what the Donghei can actually do. And I'm excited to see what it can do. But it's not doing anything. It's not bringing him higher than people that are actually physically above him for now. Unless we see more of it later and more offensive powers from it later. It's not going. Amigo Chaz, in the first season, he was pretty strong. I forgot where exactly I put him. I think I definitely put him above Stex. He fought during the crown game. He was doing pretty well against Rack, and him and Rack seemed to, during the spear bearing thing, have a little match off, like a bro match. I think there's fine. I think there's fine for him. Amigo Chaz from the he's probably just a weak E rank. Maybe. I don't think. Oh, actually, I'm gonna put him in E rank. I think that he could. I think he'd probably beat Prince. Could he beat Prince? No, I don't think he could. Because Prince still has a lighthouse, so he could probably just freeze him and then just slash him or something like that. He was fighting. He was definitely stronger. The thing is that he only fought Viol when Viol had no Shinsu that he could use, right? And even then, Viol, whichever one you want to call him, was able to dodge some of his punches. So it's not the most impressive feats in the world. And honestly, I'm tempted to put him in the weak E rank because of that. Because honestly, I don't know if... Because Michael could probably poison him. That's the thing is that I don't know. I'll put him there. I'll put him at the bottom of E rank. Because, you know, he's a part of Shibuzu's team. Shibuzu's team is formed of kind of like Kun's team to a lesser degree. Well, that'll be a interesting. Well, no, it wouldn't. I was gonna say that would be an interesting match, Kun's team versus Shibuzu's team, but no, it wouldn't because they have Dorsey, Shibuzu's team, so they win. But yeah, so Shibuzu's team is like kind of like Kun's team, made up of a lot of good rank regulars. Speaking of good regulars, we have Vespa. Whoa. Vespa, where are you going? Sponge is not. I don't know how I grabbed. That's not Sponge either. God, I'm losing my mind right now. I did this a little too late, but at the same time, it's fun. And also, whoa, yeah, Vespa is going above Waryun because Vespa was getting help from Shibisu in the fight against Waryun, but at the same time, it's at the same time I feel like Vespa could barely like. It's a very close fight, but she could probably barely win against Waryun. I think she was getting up though, so it's a little contentious. But I think the speed difference still is a thing that could trip Waryun up. Verdi, where's Verdi? I think Verdi's in weak rank. But where is she in EU? Well, actually, it's a little weird with Verdi because she has a giant octopus that she can use. Yeah, that's the thing, is that her octopus is very strong. It was basically it beat Prince and Misang. More impressively Prince, very easily, and but it seemed like when Horyang encountered her, it kind of seemed like game over. Like Horyang, she was like, "Oh, I got caught," or something. Like she didn't even try to fight him or something. So like I think that's the threshold of what I'm talking about. I think that's where she goes. This is where she goes. She said that to Shibisu. I think she said like, "Leader, I got caught" or something. But she didn't really get caught. It's just that he showed up. So she's like, "I don't think I can win." So, and he again was just like in base, was not ignited anything, just looming over her. Nare, oh god, Nare is, she's there, she's above start of series bomb just because she's an anima and has a Shinwei. I guess it's weird because I guess you could probably say that Bomb with his like cleaver or whatever, or maybe with a Black March, could, yeah, there you go. I guess with the Black March or his like cleaver that he had, could just kill the Shinwei that of Nare, and that's it, right? And then beat Nare physically because she's a child. Dan, I like Dan a lot. Dan's a cool dude. Love Dan. You know, a fight that I really wanted to see that I'm a little ashamed we didn't get to see, because I know Dan's like not like the strongest character, but we know he's he's a very fast regular. That was what he was infamous for, and that's why Kun wanted him. A fight that I really wanted to see during the workshop battle was actually Vespa versus Don. Mostly because they both claimed to be like the fastest regular, so I wanted to see like a speed match, kind of like something we got with Taki and right, if I can find him. I know I have him here. There you go, Dongun. They're both speedsters, and they both had a fight in the D&D campaign. Basically, I kind of wanted that fight to happen. Although I do believe Vespa would have won because Vespa is fast and also has attacking options. That Dan doesn't really have. Although I think I think Dan is pretty strong. It's I think he's above. Is he above Birdie? I don't know. I think he is above Birdie. I think he can. It's very. You know what? No. I'll keep that because Hori is very versatile with his shield and his power and all that kind of stuff. Probably take a long time for him to actually hit Dan. But that's the thing is that Dan can't really bring down Hori or I don't think Dan has the power to actually bring down these people above him. I think they would have an answer to his speed at some point. Either that or something like that. I feel like it wouldn't be that like overpowering of a thing. Let's okay. I think his name is Chanwa. Yeah, just this is Chanwa. The user of Narmada. Narmada is pretty strong as an ignition weapon. His bomb was able to tank it though, so because he has Narmada, he has an ignition weapon, which not a lot of regulars have. He's gonna go above Leroro as a rank, as a regular, because Leroro is just a top fisherman, but he does not have an ignition weapon. So there you go. Even if Chanwa is not a top fisherman, he's not more skilled than Leroro, he has an ignition weapon that could probably beat Leroro. There you go. And this guy, I forget your name, completely forget your name, but he's a relative of Chanwa, and he's like Donghua or something like that. I don't know. He's the Euro fanboy that has Krishna. He's going in D rank because he's just a D rank regular, and he has an ignition weapon that's pretty strong. So yeah, he lost to Boro, so I guess there he goes. there they go. Again, maybe you could say that again, Boro probably only won because of his fluid martial arts, so he should go above Boro or whatever. But if he goes above Boro, who is he winning? You could just say this. He's not winning against. I doubt he's winning against Novik. I doubt he's winning against anyone else. He's not winning against Yura. He's not stronger than Yura in my opinion. So I'm just gonna give Boro a bone and just say that they fought and he won. So we saw the fight. So there you go. Hockney. Why did I blank out on Hockney's name? Hockney, he is a really skilled scout. Sachi has a really good impression of his skills, and he seems to have changed his like shifted his position to light bearer in season 3. Because that's something that they can do. Like they can just switch if they want to. Like Leroro was a fisherman and then he became a light bearer. That happens. But so basically that he has a cool weapon which is like the fishing pole that he can like trap people in with the flames. Goodness, I'm gonna have to change the title of this one. I didn't really want to do that. I just remember that I just saw the time and I thought honestly, when I started this, I thought that I was going to be able to finish this East bit faster. And I know that this stream has not been as long as the other ones. But I thought I was going to be able to finish this faster. I didn't remember how many characters we had left. God. I don't even remember how many characters. Like, the other streams were like 3 hours. This one's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something. Yeah, but I gotta... Yeah, but I can't keep going. Because I just looked at all the characters we have left from Towers and Gods. I do want to rank them. I don't want to just like... That's the thing. Maybe I'll make like maybe I'll do a bonus stream, just ranking the rest. Having fun, not really taking that seriously, and just ranking the rest of the D&D characters. Because I do want to rank them. I don't want to just put them in the tier list and then not rank them. I feel like it's just fun to rank them. But yeah, because the thing is that the sad reality is that not because I don't want to, it's like I legit have to go and I gotta do stuff. Oh god. Yeah. I'm just gonna rank Hockney, and then I'm just gonna do another short stream that I'm gonna put into the ranking in the ranking playlist. It's gonna be shorter than all the other streams, but I'm just gonna put it like as a bonus stream for the D&D characters. If you guys want to see that, then I'm just gonna do it anyway for myself, because if not, I'm gonna be like, I guess OCD is the right word. The right word to be. I'm gonna be like OCD about like not finishing it. Let me rank Hockney though. Let me actually rank him, because I know I have a specific place I wanted to put him, and that is somewhere in D rank. I know that much, but where in D rank specifically? Okay. I found where I put him. It's a little weird now because of all the characters. I'd probably say that. Whoa. There we go. I think there. I think somewhere there. It's either right here. It's either right here or right here. I'm tempted to put him. I'm tempted to put him below Iwa. But the thing is that I feel like his eyes give an advantage to see into the future and all that stuff. We've seen him like see into the future to help Bomb avoid Health Joe's attacks, which is a very good feat for his eyes and stuff like that. So I feel like he could just avoid her flames and then probably just tie her up. I feel like Muntari, the thing is that about Muntari is the way that Muntari beats Hockney is that he just freezes Hockney, and even if he can see into the future, it doesn't matter, he's frozen. So yeah, just beats him. There you go. Boom. This is okay. So if you guys were here for just the Tower God characters, this is the tier list. This is every Tower of God character is technically in the board in this tier list now. From the tier list that I made, right? There's some characters that are missing. generally like very weird characters. I remember my friends were like, "Why don't you have Hell Joe on this list?" And I'm like, "Do you really want to rank? Where do you rank Hell Joe? He's going probably in high ranker tier, but like, where are you gonna put him? Like, I don't. Hell Joe is one of the weirdest characters because he's like a piece of the administrator to rank. It's like, and the only people he fights are like people way below him, like in power, and Yorick. So I'm like, so it's the I would if I put him in this tier list, I honestly would have put him in the not enough info tier because the gap between the people he faces is like extraordinary. Like he faces like regulars that are not anywhere close to him, and then he fights this like basically one of the strongest beings in the tower in Yorick. That's an insane gulf of difference between the people he fights. So I'm like, I feel like if you, the thing is that now you can literally just choose a file and add your characters, add a character if it's missing from this tier list. But for the most part, most of the characters are in this tier. But if you want to be like pedantic and like put a specific character that you like or something, you can just do that. You can just screenshot it, put it here, and then you know, like, do that. So that's what I told my friends. I was like, dude, I'm not wasting the time to grab Eljo and putting him here. You can do that on your own time. It'll be literally one slot, and you put it there, boom. But I told them I'm personally not ranking Eljo because I have no idea where to rank Eljo. If I were to rank Eljo, he'd probably be like maybe an above division commander tier at best. He like managed to scratch Yuri when Yuri had no Shinsu or something. That's it. And he was like threatening Karaka, but Karaka didn't seem bothered. Again, I probably put him somewhere next to Karaka. Maybe. And that depends because then he like transforms. It's weird. Really weird. So yeah. That's gonna be the end of this. That's gonna be the end of this video because I gotta go. Sorry for not finishing, and I'll just make a bonus video when I have the free time of the rest. But I'm still gonna call this the final because it's all of the Tower of God characters ranked, basically. So yeah, with some Tower and Gods characters and some of my OCs sprinkled in the mix. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little. Since if this is the last video you guys see, if you don't want to see the bonus video I'm gonna do later, I'm just going to do a little recap before I go. Access tier, Pentaminum's the only person. Strongest in the tower tier, Enryu, Jihad, Mazino. You can, if you want, you can put Mazino above Jihad. In my opinion, Jihad is just a bit above Mazino. That's it. 12th grade warriors, all of the 12th grade warriors, in the order that I think they're strongest to weakest, which is basically just following the ranking every irregular video I made. Family head equals are people that are individuals in the tower that are able to fight. That are family heads are needed to fight them. You can't send the second in command to fight them, or else they'll lose. Only family heads can fight them. So like Lusleg, Bakery Yoon, Eurasia and Midori, stuff like that, and Malik 1 PGR, stuff like that. Strongest among the families are the second in commands of the families, like Dumas, Ropadon, Kirin, stuff like that. Agafarion, the twins, the Hot Twins, Squadron Commander tier basically is the tier for like rulers of a floor, like Evan Kills, and Evan Kill and people like that, and obviously squadron commanders like Colivan, and a lot of Slayers and Elders. Basically, this is the tier for them, in my opinion. This is where they go. Above division commanders is people that I believe can beat a division commander of Jihad's army. These are mostly the tiers where the branch leaders and people that scale a bit above the branch leaders but below squadron commanders go, like Yuri, Yama, like beginning of season 3 Yama, people like that, Cha Doan, Karaka, people like that, people that are confirmed to be stronger than division commanders. Division commanders are kind of like the weakest of high rankers. They're high rankers, but again, they're the weakest high rankers, like top 1,000 high rankers and above, right? So people like Han San, Ari Bright Sharon, Ha Xian He, Evan, Gado, Kansan, people, like people that are high rankers. Advanced rankers, people that have some feat or statement or something that can indicate that they can beat a ranker very comfortably, right? So, like Data Jahad, end of season 2 bomb, like Kurdan beat Ren very easily. H1 beat 3 rankers by herself. And obviously people that are told to us that are advanced rankers, like Jam and stuff like that. The ranker tier, pretty self-explanatory. The top of this tier is like elite rankers like Leroy, Ren, Scopio, and like these people, like the test administrators. And then at the bottom is like the weak regular rankers, like Noma, the Dugon Rider, Mule, right, the Elder's Envoy. This rank can affect rankers. It's or A rank, basically. If you're at the top of the tower, where you are considered an A rank regular, just about to become a ranker, like Wong Wong and Jasaracha when they were A rank. Or you can affect rankers like Hots with the Donghae ignited, Rak and Kun with their soul powers, and people like that, basically. The strongest regulars is what it sounds like. Excluding A rank, these are the strongest regulars that we know of in current day. The current, all the current day princesses, from Endorsi, Lilith Shilio, current day, current Maria, D rank regular Yuri Jihad, and D rank regular Mashni. Those types of people. You also have like Bomb, but at the end of the Hell Train with all the souls that he used to defeat Joaquin with Vicente and David and Anna absorbed this one. Okay, then B rank. B rank again, just scaling down, basically. People that are like that, you have in this tier, like people like Kaiser, people like Reflejo, that was stated to be stronger than a B rank regular. You have Han Sun Yu. You have people like that, like Marco Asensio, Data Marco Asensio, and stuff like that. You have C rank, which is a bunch of either confirmed actual C ranks in the story, like Anak is a C rank right now, or people that are in that level that are above T ranks, like Joaquin and Vicente. Vicente and Joaquin are very much above every single other person that we know from D rank, right? Just very blatantly above them. And D rank again. Any confirmed actual D rank regulars or people that are either from E rank but are stronger than E rank. There's a few here that are like that, but still most of them are actual D rank regulars. There you go. Top 10 E rank is the pretty self-explanatory. Any people that are like E rank regulars, but basically at the top of the E rank status, like Vargov and Dorsey, Bomb, Beta, Ron, those types of people that are actually like confirmed to be in the top 10. Like Novik is considered to be a top 10 E rank regular in the story, and people that scale above them, boom, like Hots. There you go. Even if Hots was never stated to be a top 10 E rank, we probably know that he is stronger than Novik. So there you go. E rank are all made up of E ranks that are just basic E ranks. They're pretty strong, but not like the most extraordinary E ranks. Any of the top 10 could beat them in a fight probably, and have a little bit of a hard time because they're strong, but not like the strongest. A weak E rank, pretty self-explanatory again. Any E ranks that are just kind of weak. You have people like me saying, Go saying, Wang Nan, Rachel, Jia, people like that, people that are weak. And floor test, again, like I said before, this tier is more of, you can definitely say that Yuri Jihad just as a starting regular could probably beat Miseng, right? But this tier is again just ranking the actual people from the floor of test. So they cannot escape this tier. I will not put any regular from the floor test above anyone else in E rank or something. That's an E rank regular. I won't do it because I feel like it's a lot more easier and streamlined to do it this way, to just rank them from when they were in the floor test, and that's it. Not regulars, pretty self-explanatory. These are people that are not regulars, either kids or like Repalista. Repalista is confirmed not to be a regular, although she is insanely powerful, probably because she has an opera, and operas are crazy, right? But she has not started her climb yet. And the not enough info. These are all the characters that either, again, we don't have enough info about yet, or we don't know how, like, we know that they're strong. We know they're probably in a certain tier, but we don't know where they rank in that tier compared to other characters. Like a good example, this guy, we know this guy's a high ranker, this Pope out. We don't know who he scales to. We don't know if he's going to beat Cha or Cha's going to one punch him. We don't know. So I can't really rank him. And there you go. That's it. That is everyone from the Tower Gut story that has shown up so far. Yeah. Basically. And yeah, basically that. Not much to say. Not really anything else to say. And yeah. The rest are D&D characters that I'm going to do a separate live stream for. It's going to be shorter probably because it's just them. It's probably going to be like an hour long. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how much I have to say. But I still definitely want to do it. Just to have a feeling of this fully being complete in my channel. And that's it. Okay. Other than that, let me actually close off the stream. Well, I just came back and I just saw a bunch of comments from base rock versus Coon. I don't first I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm which where are you talking about? The base round versus base rack versus Coon. Because Coon is above him. Uh Coon is way above this rack. You talk about this one? This is him with Matt Shocker. And this is Coon with the Heavenly Mirror, White Heavenly Mirror. Matt Shocker is a better weapon than the White Heavenly Mirror. Again, the White Heavenly Mirror is a dagger. He would have to get really close, and Rack can definitely snipe him with the what's it called? I forgot the name. The Matt Shocker. The Matt Shocker seems to be a very powerful weapon, and it's just snipe him from afar. This rack, the same exact thing. This rack fought Iniesta, who is above Kun blatantly. Like, I can't see Kun beating Iniesta, and he did a pretty good job. Although he lost, obviously that's why he's not above Iniesta. Rack, yeah, there you go. And the same thing, he has Matt Shocker, and I don't even know if he has the White Heavenly Mirror at this point. I don't remember. I think he gave it away in the Hell Train. I put Kun above Rack here, although it's pretty interchangeable in my opinion. I don't think there's that much of a difference. Where is it? That's Rack with the souls. It has just performed way better, and plus this is him with the ancient spears. Has performed way better feats than Kun has ever have with the souls, even with the enhanced sweet fish. That took like forever for him to kill Dumas, or like shut down Dumas's heart. And Rack has killed rankers with his ancient spear, and even gone up against the Poland Shinwei without the ancient spear with just the Mad Shocker. So there you go. That's my explanation for that. Why Yama below orange Lopo be a guy, a cringe guy? He's much stronger than that guy. Yeah. Look, I hate that dude. Like, that dude is trash. He's just, the thing about him that I just can't get my head around is that he can turn into a phoenix. And from what we know, he has the ability to regenerate himself. So revive himself. So at some point, either Jama's gonna run out of steam or something like that, or just that. And also, like, I think that I put like complete Yama way like above him. Did I not? If I didn't, I definitely fumbled. Where is it? Oh, no. I put this is base Yama. Like, base Yama without, this is okay. This is Yama without any, this is season 3, start of season 3 Yama, without any transformations, like not even level 1 transformations. Just base pure power. And that's why I think that he'll outlast him. If he doesn't, but again, this is Yama with a transformation arm, and he's like a lot of characters above this guy. Like, if Yama uses his power like normally, because this is just him using his power normally, he would beat this dude. There you go. So he's not above Yama. He's above Yama without even using his powers, basically, in my opinion. This guy's just really weird, and I don't like that. And I don't like that he's above all these all these other family branch heads. But he's just a phoenix. It's kind of insane what a phoenix is, right? But it's kind of like the Coco. The only reason the Coco is so much higher than him is because the Coco actually has like attacking feats, and this guy doesn't have any attacking feats. right? In pure, like if this guy couldn't like regenerate, he'd be lower than Elbaba because Cha literally one punched him, and I don't even think Cha is that one punching Elbaba. To be honest, he probably is like maybe three punching him, like, and then he falls. But I don't think he's even doing that. So that hopefully that clarifies it. Let me see the other ones. Data Uric is squadron commander level or above. That is false. That is false. Data corrupted Uric is nowhere near squadron commander level. If you want to say that Uric at the point of when he was a D rank was that, go for it. I don't care. We have nothing of that Uric, only that he corrupted the mirror, which is a very impressive feat. None of the 10 grade family members or Jihad did that, so yeah, you can put him above them in terms of power, but other than that, you can't really do anything to scale him that high. Especially Data corrupted Uric, who himself stated that Data Jihad is stronger than he is. You just can't scale him like that. SIU goat for real. Yeah, he is. I love SIU. Hope your channel blows up, bro. Oh, thank you. Verdi OP. Verdi, honestly, because of her puppeteering, is pretty broken. Light work. Helljo top 50. I mean, if he transforms into like this like hulking and what's it called, like I forgot what it was called, even like full administrator form that he had against Uric, maybe, but again, he could like barely scratch Yuri, and Yuri still dodged it without any Shinsu. So like with that, like not fully transformed, Helljo is not like that strong. He'd probably still only go in above squadron commander, where Yuri is and Karaka is. I don't know where, but like somewhere there. Administrator power, yeah, holds back against regulars. Of course he does. Yuri holds back as well. Of course he does. The thing about that is that Yuri can't use Shinsu in that fight. Yuri also can't use Shinsu. It's he even said to Bomb that Bomb was the only one who can use Shinsu because Helljo is taking his powers away. That's why I say that Enryu is above Jihad or Uric, because Jihad and Enryu could not, his powers cannot be taken away by a guardian. Uric's powers was able to be taken away by a piece of a guardian, let alone a whole guardian, right? So that's why Enryu is just blatantly above Jihad and Uric. So there you go. Later, bros, yeah. 3 hours solid work. Jihad def above Mazino. I think so. Not by that much, but definitely playing with the ultra long game. Yeah, definitely. Cha OP, yeah, Cha is really cool. This channel about to blow up for real. Thank you, man. Thank you for commenting a lot. I did like this discussion. See you, man. Wish you the best. Thanks for commenting. It was pretty fun. Especially the Helljo thing. I'm not gonna put him in the tier list, but if you guys want to, you can just do it manually yourself. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream.